Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Holler Barbecue. My name is Kevin Griffith, and today we're going to be unboxing the original PK Grill and Smoker. So sit right there and let's get to going. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hey, today I am super excited to unbox another product for you guys. I've been waiting on this for a few days now, and I'm pretty excited about this one. It's something I've wanted for a while, and I decided just to go ahead and do it. So in this video, we're going to do an unboxing and first impressions video. Basically, because I've never seen one of these in person. So you're going to see it the first time as I see it. So let's go ahead and cut the box open. All right, guys, so what we got here is a PK Grill's original grill and smoker. If you don't know anything about this company, what they are is this is a solid aluminum body grill. They've been around since the 50s. I believe the company was founded in like 1952 in Tyler, Texas. It ended up moving up to Arkansas, where these are still American made. Actually from recycled aluminum, where they hand pour it. I think in the 70s they had a fire at their factory, which basically shut them down. And then in the late 90s, a lawyer was actually shopping around at a garage sale and actually found an old one that was still in good shape, and actually revived the company and started back up, wanted to make it just like the original. You know, one of their mottos is the last grill you'll have to buy, only because it's made so well. We'll go all over that once we start getting it put together, but let's look and see how it comes. So it just came in a regular box. It's not very heavy. I think the whole box only weighed 60 something pounds. I'm not sure what was in that box. But one thing I did have added to this one was the grill grates for it, which I'm assuming that's what this is. And I would be correct. I've been wanting some of these for my regular grills. What these are, if you haven't seen these, I'm sure you've seen them on a lot of other videos. These are basically just some really nice grill grates that help you get really good sear marks. Basically, see how they lock into place. Just like that when they're on your grill. This is a whole set of them that'll go completely across this grill. Once we get this thing up together, put together, we'll actually go over the specs of this thing. Let me get these down here. Once we get out of the box and actually all put together, we'll actually go over pricing and the specs on it. So basically came with 4 of these to make your complete set. And then it comes with the grill grate spatula, which goes, actually let me show you that real quick. Which actually goes down in these so you can actually flip the meats real easy. So when you look these up online, they basically have 2 versions. They have the original PK grill and the PK 360. Now the 360 is quite a bit more expensive than the original. And I'm part of a Facebook group that's basically just for these grills, and I asked the question, which one would people prefer, or which one is the 360 worth, almost double the price of what this one is. Maybe not quite double, but it's getting up there. And the answer was, it's just a little bit bigger, which for some people that's probably a big deal, having just a little bit more space. But if you watch my videos, I have quite a few other grills that I cook on. so I don't need a ton of space for this one. So I chose the original, mainly for the economic purpose of it. And also you get to choose between what stand you want it on, and that makes the price go up and down. We'll go over that in a little bit. And then also the color of it. So the main color of these things, the original ones, basically just an aluminum silver bullet looking thing. You know, coming from the 50s, if you think of a barbecue in the 50s, that's what this thing basically is. I ended up going with the black one. Because you can either choose the silver one, which actually looks like an Airstream. You know, the RVs, the real expensive RVs. Or you can just get a black one. I ended up going for the black one. So I guarantee this is the bottom of it. As you can see, you got two air vents on the bottom right here. And once it's all set up, we'll go over why you got two and what you can do with it. All right, the next thing in the box, let's see what we got here. Just some grill grate tips for our grill grate. Yeah, basically these are the pamphlet for the grill grate itself. Then the next thing, they throw a little sticker in here to show you. So PK. So if you're wondering what PK stands for, that's Portable Kitchen. Established 1952. Made in Little Rock, Arkansas. So this is what the lid looks like. You can see it's got their name stamped in it. Portable Kitchen, aluminum charcoal, Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, going on deeper in their box. So this is where our stand's gonna come into play. So I did just get their original normal stand. They have a few different versions you can pick from. They have one that's called I think it's called the Go. So it's super portable, very tiny grill or tiny stand that basically sit on a table. All right, that looks like everything in the box right now. Basically just our stuff for our stand, our cart, whatever you want to call it. So box completely empty. Get rid of that and we're gonna open this other box. All right, this should just be our hardware. Our little side table, a couple wheels, a lot of our normal hardware stuff, PK welcome guide, grill grates, and then this is gonna be the bottom shelf for the cart. All right, here is a shot of the assembly instructions. So it's not really much to assemble here. All right, let's get this thing assembled. So the first thing we need to do is attach the oven handle to the top casing using the 2-inch slotted head machine screws and 2 machine screw hex nuts. So the only tools required for this assembly is just a hammer, a flathead screwdriver, and just a pair of pliers. Now all we're doing with the screwdrivers and the pliers is basically just being able to hold that nut as we tighten it down with the screwdriver. All right, next just take your wheel axle and take one of the wheel caps and pop it on the end. Then take your wheel with the 3 molded spokes facing outwards towards the wheel cap. And then we're going to take the U-shaped cart portion of the frame and just put that axle all the way through it and put your other wheel on. Same thing, you want those 3 spokes facing outwards towards your wheel cap. Just put that wheel cap on. right, so now we'll just continue building our cart. So take that piece that you just built, and you're going to take these 1.5 inch round head machine screws. Go ahead and put them all the way through the section. And then we got basically 4 slide rails here that are going to go on. See how they're facing up? Make sure you put them up. And then you're going to want to put the nut on behind that. The same thing once we tighten them all down. It'll just be with your screwdriver and a pair of pliers. To do that to all 4 of them. Now the only thing left to do on this side is just attach the handle section to what we just created. So first, just put these rubber stoppers on the bottom. If you have trouble, you can use a rubber hammer. And then we're just going to attach the same rails to this, same exact way as you did the other one. I actually thought it was a little bit easier just to set it on there and just tighten it down, not all the way, but semi-tight. And then right at the end, we'll go ahead and just attach everything and tighten it all up. All right, once all your rails are on, go ahead and tighten up all 8 screws. Make sure it's all good and tight. And then it's time to go ahead and put that bottom shelf on. I slid it through the bottom like that. It seemed like it was a lot easier. Just go push it down. There's not much else. It just basically sits right in there. Then we're going to take the bottom of our cooker, and it just sits right on there. It doesn't, I mean, there's nothing to it. It just sits right there. Then we'll go ahead and put our lower charcoal grate in, and then our regular charcoal grate just goes straight on top of that. All right, now go ahead and take the top of your cooker and just insert it in. It just basically rests right on those other hinges and just slides right down. There's no real moving parts. It just kind of attaches right there. Make sure your handle is towards the side table. Then we're going to go ahead and put the side table on. It basically just slides on, and it should go all the way over the end, and it's pretty much flush with the frame itself. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just putting the grill grates on here just so you can get an idea of how much it covers and what it looks like. Alright, and that's basically it for the assembly. Not really much to worry about assembling. Super simple. Just make sure your lid opens and closes real nice. Alright guys, so assembly is done. So let's go over a few things about this thing. First off, price. So this is their original with basically the standard cart with the grill grates. These are an option. You don't have to get these. They have a few other things you can get too. But this setup right here, $440, and that's shipped to your house. There's no shipping. Basically, it's free. Well, you're paying for it, but so 440 bucks. Hand poured aluminum is this thing right here. As you can see, there was nothing in here that's going to rust. These hinges are basically all aluminum. Everything's aluminum. It goes together. It's going to last forever. There's people from the 50s and 60s that still have these things that are still going just because of the way they're built. Now, my first impression is the cooking unit itself. I think it's going to be great. I know aluminum is very good at conducting heat, so it should have a very like a green egg type cook. The 4 vents here. The reason you have that. And this one's kind of sticky. Gonna have to get that one worked in a little bit. Anyway, you have 4 of them. Now when you're cooking steaks and you wanna go like really hot, you're gonna open them up just about wide open on all 4. You're gonna get all the air you need to get the fire really hot, to get these grill grates fired up. and get your good sears on there. Now, what this thing can do from then is, if you put your charcoal, let's say we put our charcoal on this side, you can close this vent on this side down, leave this one open a little bit, then close this one down a little bit, and leave this one open, and this is where you would have your food, basically indirect cooking, and we can smoke on this thing. So this is 300 square inches of cooking. It's not super big, but like for me, I'm gonna be using it mainly for, you know, steaks and chicken, maybe fish, and then smoking some smaller stuff, like maybe just a, you know, a Boston butt or half a brisket. You know, I don't think I would lay a whole brisket on here. I'm sure you maybe could. I've seen some elevated trays, you could probably do that, but I was thinking about doing just a point, you know, just smoking a point, and this would actually be perfect for that. It's made in the United States, made right in Arkansas. So I know the price is a little bit more expensive, but you gotta think, like, how many grills have you bought where you have to replace it every 2 or 3 years? This thing, I don't think you're gonna have to do that. I mean, you can tell it's gonna last forever. Now, one thing I did notice with this cart, which is not too big of a deal for me, but it is kind of short. I have to, once I do my first cook on it for you guys, I'll put it up against my Weber kettle just to see how tall it is up to it. I'm sure it looks about the same height, but maybe just being on a cart, it kind of feels different. So for me, I'm a short dude. I'm only 5'6". If I come over here, stand next to it, it's only coming up, you know, just to right here on me. So it's pretty low. So if you're a tall guy, you might want to opt for, they have a different cart. I think it's called the XL. Goes up a little bit taller. And that's the good thing about this. No matter which grill you get, you're getting this main body. It's all the same. So I could get if I don't like the way this height is, I could get the other stand. We can go up higher on it, or I can get the, even if I want to take it more camping with me, I can take the lower one. But another thing I noticed is this thing is actually, I was kind of worried because they say portable, and I was going, you know, worried how portable is it? Because a lot of things that people say is portable is not that portable. But this thing, I mean, it's pretty heavy, but I can carry this, the main body, and then the stand is super light. And it could go in the back of a vehicle really easy, so it's definitely could be portable. All right, guys, that's it for my unboxing of the original PK grill. Stay tuned for some videos. I want to actually use it a few times, get it dialed in before I actually you know, present it to you guys. But it won't be that long. I'll have some stuff out for you. And if you got any questions about anything on this thing, let's talk about it below. Just put a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And always, holler back.